Okay, I have paused, I have hydrated, I have opened the window, so let's dress some more dolls. Let's see, who do I want this time? This time I think I'm going to take the dolls who... I'm going to say the dolls who have not been repainted, but that's only 2 here. So, I'll just start with the doll I think has no flow input, but I'm not sure. This is an old Hong Kong clone doll head with a fur wig from Safi, a live body, and I don't know if I'm going to keep this doll together or dismantle the parts after I'm done, because this head has been bouncing around the head box for ages. And of course it would be probably better if it were rerouted, but I don't feel like rerouting right now. So, alright, live body, Barbie size, so I think she should have some separates. Where is I don't know, should she be glam? Kind of Barbie in the rocker style? Or punk? Well, I don't know. I don't know what to do with this doll. Like I said, the head had been bouncing around for ages. And the wig has been bouncing around too, and this is only just the first time I put them together. Again, the child is talking to friends, the TV is playing, husband's watching things, the window's open. So there might be other sounds besides my muttering and mumbling. Kind of, but this isn't quite fluorescent enough. Nope, wrong color pink. It's close to the blue. Because both these last two shirts were created for fresh dolls, so they're a little large for Liv. A little large for Liv. This is a shirt I made randomly when I was working out one of the patterns I shared. I forget what I called the pattern. It's shirt with, like a high collar shirt with variations or something like that. Because you can make it a solid piece in the front, you can make it with the 2 side seams, you can make it with ruffles in it, or you can make it with 2 side seams at the contrast in the bottom. Again, am I loud enough, or am I just mumbling and muttering and being all vocal fry? It's not what I expected to go for this. This doesn't go with the hair, but it goes with the face. So I didn't put any time into styling this wig like I did with the wig on the doll in the previous video with the fur wig. I think the reason I went with this wig for this face is because it matches the colors in the paint so well. The blue for her eyes and the pink in her hair matches the lips. I don't know if that shirt's what she's gonna go with or not. For now, at least. Let's see. Or do I want to look at the long sleeve shirts? Because those are in a different bag. See, I was thinking of this one from the start, so maybe I won't go with that because it's so obvious. That would match the colors a lot, the yellows included. Yeah, I know I shouldn't be styling the hair before her outfit is even established. Watch me flip this clip halfway across the room. Nope. Turning into a little more neon Victorian than I expected. Alright, but what pants or skirt would go with that? This is the pants bag. Barbie designer jeans from the early 80s. Because, that would make it neon Victorian, early 80s Victorian revival, because if you don't know, the late 70s and the early 80s, high collar blouses with puffy sleeves and ruffles, all this black ruffles, were trendy. Again, because we tucked everything in, these Barbie pants originally had a ribbon belt. You can see there's the remains of them in the back, along with the Barbie branded back pocket. And, yeah, I know stuff from the early 80s, well, stuff from any time before now is generally considered higher quality than a lot of Playline doll clothes now, but these pants are not great. They have no inseam. It's just one piece from front and back sewn together at the side seam with this piping in. And it's dubious quality. And the neighbor motorcycles have returned. That's not gonna work. Also the fact that this fits the lip body with its much thicker than the original, old style Barbie waist shows how weirdly these jeans fit. I had this Barbie when I was little. She had a fluffy sweater with puffy sleeves that tucked into the pants. I don't know if this is a good outfit or if it's just one that it fits. You know, I'm gonna change the shirt. The pants, I'm surprised. I'll leave the shirt. Leave the pants, change the shirt. Like I said, this doll I really just put together because it was there. I'm confused on what those dresses. Here's the shirts. I should probably label these bags. I mean, eventually I might memorize them. I could do the twin stars. Let me try the twin stars with the Barbie pants. probably the pants that are making everything feel wrong. I'm also out of practice dressing both bodies since they are differently proportioned than Barbie. Matches her hair, but not really anything else about her. I do like the idea of the kind of faux Victorian shirt, but I don't know if I have any others. Especially that would be any colors to coordinate with the hair. Oh, we can go over with Halloween. Maybe I'll just go over with this Halloween shirt. Maybe not. Like I said, I really don't know. I don't have any ideas for this. I don't have any ideas for any of these dolls, but I really don't have any idea for this doll. Because I didn't really do a lot with her. I originally had this head on an Integrity Toys old Dynamite Girl body. Because the skin tone match was really good. But this head didn't really suit that body. That was one of the bodies that Flo sent, so that's how this doll got into the bunch of Flo dolls in these videos. So, I do think I like this Halloween shirt. You know, it's seasonal. Hello. Alright, let me... Don't think I like those jeans, though. So she needs something else. Let's see, pants or skirts? This is the pants bag. Where's the skirts bag? The skirts? Yes, this is skirts. Let's see, do I have any Halloween skirts? There's this that James sent. I don't know if it's the right orange. It could work. Yeah, I think they go. I think they go so all in with the orange. Okay, first. course, like everything I do, that hair was glued on. The wig was glued on. Even though this is a fairly small wig, it would probably have to be glued on if I go with it. I mean, there is a decent amount of orange, but it still has the pink that matches her lips. And the camera says, yeah, that's a face. But I also have, I'm not having that size. Try not to upend the entire doll wigs. I know that's not what I was thinking of. That one's up. I think there's small things down at the bottom of the bag that I didn't dig out when I was looking at small fluids or areas. I think I haven't done one of that color range. I think I have one of these with some red in it. Oh no, this wig is huge compared to her little tiny comb doll head. Still, I could make it a little smaller by restitching. Yes, this wig is also enormous. Now, there's one I'm thinking of, though, that is black and orange and red. So I'm trying not to get the order of these wigs shuffled around too much because I kind of had the smaller ones on top. Yeah, I didn't know I'd be doing this either. Okay, that one's just black. I actually have the black and orange wig on this head earlier. It was in a completely different body. But I might be misremembering. Hold on, I'm going to get distracted here for a moment. This is an old plastic wig from a female action figure. A Dragon Models Limited Danger Girls Abby Chase. And yeah, it's her head's a bit too big. You can see the split in the top. So either I don't have that black and orange and red wig anymore. I think I'm obsessing over that wig because there is some red in the skirt. That's just black with white. Yeah, these are all out of order now. Put that in a slightly larger wig. Because some of these wigs, the wigs Safi made are good and consistent, and then the wigs I sewed from the stuff Safi sent are not. Actually, the wig I might be thinking of, I might have put on another clone doll that had this or similar face that has since found a new home. The more I think about it, the more I think that is what I'm thinking of. some more water and some lip balm. Okay. She needs some sort of socks. And maybe a hat. Let me put a touch of glue on her head. My ancient bottle of tacky glue. I really should learn not to buy bottles of tacky glue this big because I don't use it nearly fast enough to keep it from drying out. So this tacky glue doesn't flow anymore. I've been using this stick for years to get the tacky glue out of the bottom. And it's had big blobs of glue on the bottom that I've had to carve off time after time. But you know, it's nice that this glue does not really bond with doll head vinyl. Because then you can do stuff like glue wigs on them, or glue hair on, which you'll see on some other dolls eventually. And then just peel it right off and you're done. So I was thinking, can I divide these by dolls with hair glued on versus dolls who don't have hair glued on? And I might do that. So she'll be a hair glued on doll. Because one of these other dolls has a wig, but it's not glued on. Time to make glue burgers. Alright. Okay, so now back to the hosiery. What shall she wear? Do I want to stick strictly to the orange? Because I can do that. Except these. I don't know who these came from, besides James. Thanks again, James. Or I can do these, which I think are Hermione's. No, they're not Hermione's. Hermione's socks were gray. So I would go with these socks if I'm going to go with these shoes because of the contrast. I think I actually like the other socks better. I mean, I might still go with those orange shoes because it's a live body, so there's not a huge amount of options. Should I have anything orangish? This might be too colorful. Yeah, that's too colorful. It is. For whatever this vague thing is I have in my mind for this. Alright, so we have orange socks. And slightly orange shoes for the moment. And go here looking for these aren't fitting. Go for the kid shoes. Actually, those would be cute if they were a little smaller. These are Skipper's circa 1990, late 80, early 90s boyfriend Kevin's shoes. That's a little bit too small. It's big Doug Martin type shoes. A little too small for the loose feet. Those green shoes I was looking for in the last video were loafers like this, but in green. So I probably have somebody wear them because I don't have a lot of green shoes. And I might end up with her in those orange shoes after all, just because it's easy. Completely wrong style, but you can always put things into these Bratzilla shoes. Yes, I am doing that thing now too, where if I don't really like it all that much, I'm really hesitant to give her the good stuff. Like I said, there was red in her skirt. I could give her these red Creatable World shoes, but that's also very low contrast. Again, talking about low contrast. I want her to have black shoes. I want her to have black shoes that aren't really high in my hierarchy of good black shoes. Because like I said, this doll's not really doing a lot for me. I know, poor dear. These are Flaba's guy shoes. Flaba's guys have fairly small feet. And with the loose socks, it kind of works. I mean, these aren't super loose socks. Yeah, I don't know. I think I like these better than the Kevin loafers, though. Which these are just a smaller version of the pair of shoes that were available for Ken around that time. Alright, we're going to go with the Flaba's guy shoes. And now I'm going to torture everybody by looking for a hat. I mean, I could go straight for the easy and give her a witch hat, but it's not really fitting well over that wig. At least not yet. I probably shouldn't give her a hat yet because I would be cramming it down over the glue that has not dried, but do not have any black hats left. Female action figure beret. Maybe her head's even smaller than this. Nope, not the beret. And another beret. The Cool Girls, Side Girls all came with these berets, so anybody who was into female action figures in the early 2000s has in their life at some point at least had a lot of those. And now the pleather bands on them all falling apart. Did you even see that? Or am I just blipping things out without showing you? Okay, maybe no hat. No, that's a very formal hat. I forgot about these. And there's not a lot of black shoes in here. But there's this pair of Snapstar shoes. Might not be, nah, they're not big enough. For their feet. Lots of orange stuff in here. Not a lot of contrast, but I had to remember that those were gonna live feet. Jacket. Maybe that'll perk this outfit up. Am I mumbling? Am I being too low and growly? Or we can add more orange. That's entirely too bright. This is very peach. Yeah, that's too peach. Am I being too quiet again? I need to remember to babble, but when I babble, I feel like I descend into, you know, incomprehensible mumbles. Doesn't really match the red in her skirt. You know, I might just give up on this. Weird. I didn't tell my husband I'm recording, so he may be watching angry people on YouTube. Usually when he watches angry people on YouTube, they're angry about computer parts, so I apologize if somebody sounds angry. I don't know. I think for now we'll stop here. Because like I said, I haven't had a lot of enthusiasm about this doll head. But I thought I'd try. I feel like there's something in the jacket's bag that I'm missing though. Like if I get beyond the cardigans. There's a lot of cardigans in here. I don't And as much as I use black stuff for my dolls, I don't sew black stuff a whole lot. Which is something I probably should rectify. This old A-zone that was given to me by the Spanish. Let's see, it is made for smaller dolls, so I can't really convince it to get on this body. But it would be cute and tie things together. And when I had the other head like this with the orange and black wig on a different body, I had originally dressed it in this and trying to make it Halloween-y, so I'm sure that's what I'm thinking of. Oh yeah, I forgot about making this. I mean, it's not really going to work with what she's wearing. I actually forgot about making this Hello Kitty coat for one of the patterns I shared. This is a kind of dusty jacket. And it works with the red in her skirt, but I'm not sure if I wanted that eye searing overall. Alright. I have one more place to look. Which one of these is it? Alright. This one. Ken Clothes. Ken Clothes shirts and jackets. I think jackets are in here still. Jackets not, maybe jackets are in here still. Okay. Where did I put the Ken jackets? Oh, there's another bag down there. Okay. It goes deeper than I realized. Alright. This bag, the zipper is busted. This is Ken shirts, right? Ken pants. Alright, so that needs to stay. Alright, so I stuffed all of the Ken size jackets into a bag. I actually don't think I have any that are black. I think I have others that might work without being eye searing. Maybe. I don't know, that's awfully monochrome. But the one I was actually thinking of is this one because it has black on it. It doesn't have a lot of black on it. It's still mostly red. And it is even more enormous. So, I'm thinking no. Alright, again, how long? Okay. You know what? This video is just going to be this doll because I've spent 40 minutes on it. That's what I get for trying to dress a doll I have no enthusiasm about. So I hope I have more enthusiasm about these other dolls because I was more hands-on in their creation in terms of either giving them hair or paint. Actually, one of them I gave a wig, but I had to cut off her original hair, and so that was more hands-on than I had been. And all the others are painted, and some of them I've glued their hair on. Specifically, that one I'm still making little cuts all over trying to get it to work. Alright, so I'm not completely done with the idea of a shirt for this doll, a jacket for this doll. I'm just trying to get the bags back in sort of the right order here, even though I really didn't have the order memorized yet. I don't want to get them too mixed up. Alright. Manifest a jacket for this doll. Oh wait, there was another thing in here. No, that was just a shrug. I was thinking maybe I could look in my curvy size stuff. I don't think I have any front closing shirts in black that would work. And I don't think I have my smaller doll jackets separated that much. Although there's all that. Where did that stuff go? It has to be in here. Yeah, I just already shuffled it too far to the side. Completely off in the wrong direction of color coordination, but live hands are so hard to get through small openings because they flop around so much. The old original fashionistas articulated body hands are like that too. So yeah, I'm seeing how Creatable World jacket fits this body. The colors are completely wrong. And I'm not sure the sleeves from her shirt will actually fit into the jacket. And of course the sleeves are short. Okay, this might not be the great idea I thought it was going to be. Alright, so this is just so short. Okay. Short sleeves means you can push them up and they will work better. So now I really want to go in a completely different direction now, working off of this jacket instead of off of the Halloween stuff. But maybe I will keep that shirt on underneath and just get her different pants. Yeah, it's going to take me an entire hour to dress this one doll, isn't it? I'm going to try those Barbie pants. No, different Barbie pants. The vintage Barbie pants. honestly, I wish that one of the pairs of pants that I made would fit this body, but they won't. So the only pair of pants I made that are free right now are either these from Momoko, which I know won't fit this body, but I'm going to try anyway, or a pair I made for female action figures, which are larger than Liv, although they're not quite as large as Kirby. Yeah, not gonna fit. And actually did some damage to those pants, but that's okay because nobody wears them. Except, you know, the few Momokos I have. Alright, now I'm just going weird. Yeah, this stuff's a little too small for Liv. I'm actually going to officially move this pair of vintage Barbie pants out of the small doll bag and into the large doll pants bag. Except here's the pair I made that's available, and they're just way too big. See how much big? They're too big. I mean, I could pin them in the back and make them appear to fit. Like I said, nobody else is wearing these pants because the female action figure size. Let's see, I made those for Sakura. They're a little smaller, but they're still not even as small as Barbie. They're a little closer on Liv. You know what, I'm gonna maybe call these acceptable. I think I made these a little, I mean, Sakura is a little smaller than the female action figure, but also this is a stretch denim. So I may have made these a little smaller to compensate for the stretch, but I don't know because I made them years ago. I don't regret changing her wig, even though it's not what I thought I was going to do with that wig either. Should I have put her socks on first? Back into the shoes. Kirby size shoes do fit Liv feet really well. So I could go with those, be something that has been in style at least somewhat recently. Let's see, can I get these to go inside the pants? If I can, I'll probably go with those, maybe. Now I think I'm going to go with pink too as a callback to her hair. Maybe. Maybe. Stop curling around. Alright, since I'm almost down to the hosiery box, I'm going to put away the orange socks. I hear Jingle Cat outside. These were, you know, in the Hasbro Shoesies, I've explained Hasbro made the finger shoes to be the girl version of Tech Decks. And then, for whatever reason, around the same time, Basic Fun, who makes novelty keychains, made a series of little purses and bags as keychains, but they're very good for 6 scale. So, let's see, maybe I should carry that messenger bag. The thing is, they're not perfectly in scale, so like, you know, real messenger bag you put on crossbody, but this one you could not. Still. I might go with that. I mean, I could probably fiddle with the strap on that one to make it proper crossbody bag. Well, maybe that would have. I don't know, I feel like that would work better if the hat weren't black. I know this is a Barbie hat, but the color reminds me so much of action figure police dudes. I know it's a Liv hat that, again, James sent, thank you. But, see, now I'm wondering about giving her a solid black wig. I mean, I might get to the point where I've dressed this doll and she gets personality and I will suddenly feel like definitely adding her to the reroute queue. Which would be like the optimum reaction. And I had thought of something else. I can't remember now. Because she's definitely going, hitting a lot of early 2000s action figure tropes here. At least in my mind, with the way I dressed dolls back then. So yeah, this nearly an hour to dress this doll. But I think we're all surprised with how she turned out. And yeah, I'm not going to try dressing any more dolls tonight. I'm going to go play Animal Crossing now. And I will... Oh wait, I remember what else I'm going to do. I'm going to give her a watch. Again. Just because something about the way she's dressed now reminds me so much of action figure stuff. And oh hey, let me think about, speaking of action figure stuff, we could give her some goggles and just go completely overboard on that too. I thought I had some goggles with orange lenses. And real goggles, not real action figure goggles, not these that I made out of either Bratz Boys or My Scene Guys glasses. Goes on a tiny little action figure head, so it's a little small compared to the doll face on this one. The doll face. Alright, watch. I have chunky digital watches. Relatively sleek analog, lots of sleek analog. Used to be when I would order stuff from wartoys.com, I would throw in watches every time I ordered. So I ended up with a lot of watches. Some more expensive than others. Like, I don't remember how much this cost. But this is probably my most expensive watch. I have no idea if that's in focus. And I got several of these. Not as expensive, and then these. A little less expensive still. And then these were like dirt cheap. I have so many of this watch. But I think the one I want to use is intermediate digital watch, not the Casio G-Shock type of watch. So. Oh. So I know I took something out of there because I don't have the room to leave that empty. And she would totally get a bandage if she had any exposed skin. Alright, now let's see if I can get this fiddly little watch. Because, you know, most action figures' hands come off. So the easy thing to do would be to fasten the watch on its own, take the hand off, slip it onto the wrist. Trying to... which way is up? Yeah, that way's up. Of course, these are also made for big action figure wrists, not little fashion doll wrists, so... And again, I'm looking so intently because I'm not wearing my reading glasses. And it's not super bright over here. Alright. She has a watch. Now do I have any... I guess I'm going for broke on this doll mode and on the details. Do I have any... I don't think I have any friendship bracelets. Which I just braid. Like these were the friendship bracelets that came with the Barbies in the 90s. And they're real hard to get on dolls because they're so coarse. But I have braided like thread. Because, you know, me keep everything because it might be able to be used again. I have this tin full of spare thread. Thread cut off of projects, thread removed from projects. Sometimes it's great to sew buttons on or to sew little things together quickly, but sometimes I just like take them and randomly make braided doll bracelets or little doll-sized tassels. Like that. So I did have quite a few braided doll bracelets that I would use to add onto arms for interest occasionally. So I might braid her a little bracelet before I take her photo. I'm not sure. So here she is. And now I know it's been over an hour. But she's dressed with personality now, I'd say. More than I expected. And now I'm going to go play Animal Crossing. Thanks for watching.